Yep. Anyway, let's go. Can I get removed too for once in my life, please? Let's transform too. It's for lose all gold, which I don't love, but it's transform too, which is not bad. Okay, we have late spicy elite, which we probably want. That's a lot of combat, which is a little scary. We have... Well, the only way to take 3 elites is to do this. Yep. Yep. These are complete trash, so it's always this. Yeah. Yeah. Transform into Fear No Evil Rushdown. Yep, that's the plan. Yeah, lose all gold for Transform 2 is not the best. I would probably rather... Well, with this Act Path, I don't know necessarily about taking the damage. Taking the damage feels a little awkward. There are forced elites on every path here, so definitely something to keep in mind. We have the option to take 3 or 4 hallways before the elite, which is good. We also have the option to not go to the spicy elite here, which is also good. What's up, Blueberryon? Yeah, I mean, so ultimately, you know, I think I'm gonna do a write-up, you know, if and when I lose my streak here, I'm gonna do a write-up, basically describing, like, my Watcher philosophy, because I think a lot of people have the misconception that I'm forcing infinite every run. And I don't... that's not really how I think about the game. I more so think about the game as going for the infinite is a natural outcome of how I think it is best to scale Watcher decks. Like, the things that make your deck strong early are also the same things that allow your deck to be really strong in the late game, by scaling with an infinite. It's just like, you know, defends are really bad, and like playing this card a lot is very good. Sort of the idea. Just doesn't take cards he considers to be impure, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, the transform is it's just the play here. We just do that and we see what happens. Okay, we got garbage. At least we got like 1 decent attack. But yeah, Daviform is pretty crap. Boss is slime, so we don't really need to worry about that. At least Daviform exhausts itself, which is kind of nice, and it does technically play in Lagavulin. But yeah, definitely slightly... Well, we're very Snecko right now, that's for sure. We're very Snecko. But yeah, not necessarily an amazing start here. Really like Daviform. Yeah, Daviform, unfortunately, the problem with Daviform is that it's usually just too slow. You basically have to, like, in the Watcher decks that I'm playing, you essentially want to be killing everything as fast as possible, and Daviform is like, you're investing 3 energy into this card, and you're not getting anything on the turn that you play it, right? And then next turn you get 1 extra energy, and the following turn you get 2 extra energy. So it's like, this card, you basically take an entire turn just to play this card, and then you only get your energy back after 2 turns, and then you only start going positive on energy after 3 turns. And most fights are just over by the time Daviform actually does anything for you. Which is Unfortunate. So yeah, I mean, we have a forced elite. It doesn't matter where we go. We are forced into an elite. Which, with a wheel kick in the deck already, I feel relatively confident. So yeah, I mean, it's just like coming up here. We are, I would say, slightly stronger than the average start, but not significantly stronger. This does, like I said, this does mean that Snecko is, like, very, very, very much on the table here. Not like we're gonna not upgrade Eruption, here, probably. But Snecko is, like, you know, certainly very, very much in contention for top relics that we can see, from the boss. So we can just kill here, and then... Well, that is, like, the worst possible draw. I should have Miracled Eruption, right? Yeah. But it doesn't matter, because just draw well, easy. Okay, Skill Potion is good. Flurry of Blows, I think, does very well with Wheel Kick, specifically. Wheel Kick is, generally speaking, a card that... it's a card that is very awkward, because, again, when you're spending a lot of energy... to... Wasn't Miracle Eruption lethal? Yeah, it was guaranteed lethal. That's the point. Yes, Miracle Eruption was guaranteed lethal. Not going for infinite this time? I mean, we'll see. We'll see where the cards lead us. Again, I'm not... I think there's a big misconception that I am trying to go infinite every time that I play a Watcher run. And that's simply just not the case. I am making, at basically every point of the run, I am making the decisions which I believe are going to lead to the highest probability of the run winning. And, you know, just because that happens to end in an infinite many times does not necessarily mean that I am going for infinite, right? I'm just going for the win. And yeah, Flurry of Blows is really, really nice with Wheel Kick, because the idea is that Flurry of Blows costs 0, and Wheel Kick is a draw card and an expensive card. So yeah, I definitely like the Flurry here. This is a pretty easy one. You take it, you do the max HP, nothing too crazy. Okay, so what's happening here? So we really want to kill this guy next turn, because we're guaranteed to be getting hit for 10 here next turn. So we definitely want to take a line that is going to guarantee the kill here next turn. If we get weakened, Wheel Kick deals 11, Eruption deals 6, Strike deals 4, Flurry of Blows deals 3. So what's the worst possible hand that we could draw? It would be like... So I'm picturing a like strike here, then 29 next turn. If we draw like Wheel Kick, we always kill, right? And if we draw Eruption, the worst possible draw would be like Eruption, Defend, Strike, Ascender's Bane Deva form, in which case we'd take 7. But I think every other hand... Well, yeah, then there's also the, like, defend, Deva form, strike, Ascender's Bane Flurry hand, which also takes 7. But if we... So basically, if we draw... Yeah, it's basically just bottom decking Wheel Kick, or not drawing these 3. Is there another line that potentially... So, like, if we do, let's say, strike here... Yeah, I mean, I think we just have to kill here. And then the question is... We also want to save the Miracle, right? Yeah. Yeah, we want to save the Miracle. Is there anything that, like... No. I really don't... I don't see anything better than just likely not taking any next turn, but there's always... There's the possibility that we take 7. Because any hand where we don't draw defend, we... have to draw either Eruption or Wheel Kick, and either one of those... Well, wait a minute, no. There's Eruption... Yeah, okay, yeah, so... Okay, so yeah, we just win now. Flex Potion is amazing. Okay, with these potions, I feel very confident killing elites now. Very, very, very confident killing elites, actually. And I also really don't want to go to an advanced hallway here, because... we're not really, like, our potion chances is quite low, right? So it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. And also, if we do end up trying to go for the spicy elite here, we are going to be running through a lot of hallways now anyway, so it's probably nice to get the question marks in while we can. And this is always an advanced hallway regardless, so yeah. These cards are garbage, unfortunately, but luckily we are in a relatively decent spot. Against Lagavulin, we have Deva form. Against Gremlin Knob, we have Flex Potion, and against Sentries, we have, like, Skill Potion or Flex Potion. So yeah, I feel pretty good about... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I didn't say Flex was bad. I hope you didn't interpret what I said as Flex being bad. Flex is amazing. Flex is like, and with Flurry as well, Flex is like incredible. It's one of the best potions, like straight up on Watcher. Like it's just, yeah, it's one of, and it's a common potion too, which is amazing. Oh. Doesn't scale with the pressure points card. Yeah, there are a lot of jokers here. Simmering Fury is a card that you can begin to think about at some point, but we are certainly not at that point yet. Just Lucky is also a card that could potentially be maybe entering into our mind frame here, although not really, right? You got memed. Yeah, don't worry, it happens a lot. Just Lucky with Deva form. Ah, yes, of course. That is what I would consider to be actually an anti-synergy. And that's the other thing that makes Deva form really awkward, right? Like, a lot of times when you have a card like when you have an energy-generating card, right? Like Deva form, in order to get payoff from this, you need to be able to draw and play in, like, expensive cards, like Wheel Kick, right? But the problem is that you also need to, like, not die on the turn that you play this. So when you draw this alongside all of your expensive cards, you cry, right? And and yeah, not good. Just not good. Just an awful card. I mean, it's just yeah, generally speaking, quite poor. Now, here's an interesting thought. The boss is Slime Boss, which is like very easy. Very easy. We don't really need to worry about Slime Boss at all here. Like, Wheel Kick is actually especially potent versus the Slime Boss. Yeah, just think this is all garbage. And again, I don't want to go to the fight because we have full potions, so the fight is like, you know, if we get a potion out of this, like, okay, let's say we were to go to 2 fights here. Well, I guess we could technically go to the fight before the question mark. Like, if we go to this question mark, we are guaranteed to... Oh, the cleric. The cleric. If we see the cleric here, we are big sad, right? Would we rather go to the question mark after or before the fight? Is the main issue? Well, if the question mark is a shop, which it has a 6% chance to be a shop, we would certainly like to go after, right? Yeah, after does seem better, right? After definitely seems better. And it still gives us the option to go here if for some reason we wanted to do that. Yeah. Jawworm. And we just have a kill here on turn 1. This is why, like, even though you have Devaform and Wheel Kick, would you say the odds of Infinite are still over 50%? Probably not. I would say that normally, like, given like, if you know nothing, if I were to know nothing about a run, I would say that the odds of going infinite are somewhere between, like, 60 and 80%, very roughly. Just to give you some context, in the 18 streak so far, 12 of the 18 runs have gone infinite. It's probably nowhere near as high as 80%. It's probably between 60 and 70%. But with this specific transform start, and especially, like, knowing what we know about the first few card rewards, none of them being Inner Peace, none of them being Fear No Evil, none of them being Rushdown, I would say that the chances of Infinite in this run are significantly lower. But yeah, this is just always a kill. This does 30 damage, and these two together do like 20, so... Oh. Well, there's the Fear No Evil. So I would say the chances of Infinite just went up drastically. And yeah, of course, this is just for Watcher. We're only talking about Watcher right now. But yeah, with Fear No Evil, I would definitely say that the chances for Infinite are much higher. The other thing that leads me towards believing that Infinite is much less likely here is the fact that we're not very likely to get any removals this act. If we go on the path that I want to go on, which is this path here, that path includes 0 removals. We have also lost all of our gold at the start, which is not exactly the ideal thing. We're going to have a pretty big choice to make here, both after this elite and after potentially this, if we go this way, because there is the possibility of going left here and going to this shop and taking 1 late elite, But I really, really, really like the idea of not only taking 3 elites, but also killing the super elite. So we're going to have to have some very careful considerations after this elite. And I do believe that it's always correct to go here. If we have to use a potion here, we're pretty sad, unless we get one back, which is not very likely. It's only a 30% chance, I think. Because we saw, so this would be 30, this would be 20. We didn't see a potion, so yeah, 30% chance to see a potion here. So if we did have to use a potion, if it was a particularly nasty elevated hallway, then we might need to use a potion, in which case I would be very sad if we didn't get one back. So yeah, I don't mind going to this question mark at all. There are a lot of really nice things that can happen in the question mark as well. This is not really one of them. Yeah. Yeah, not what you want to see here. The max HP is actually more than the heal, so we obviously take the max HP. We do not take the regret, because we have a very, very long time before we could remove it. Okay, if we do Eruption Miracle Strike this turn, that is 21 damage, bringing him to 51. The most damage that we can deal next turn is... let's see, if we draw all of the attacks, we can do 8 plus 24, so that's 32, plus 16, plus... Okay, so if we draw all of the attacks next turn, which is a 33% chance, we get a kill. And if we don't draw all of the attacks, then we'll have to do some more math. Okay, so we did not draw all of the attacks. So, if we were to play Vigilance here, we would deal 24 damage this turn, and bring the Gremlin Knob to 27. We have 8 damage guaranteed next turn. And what is the worst possible hand that we can draw? Well, any hand that doesn't include Eruption, right? If we were to stay in Wrath and just take the 16, then we have a guaranteed kill next turn. Yeah, I mean, taking 16 from your first elite is, like, very acceptable, especially if you're not using a potion. Like, not using a potion, taking 16, very acceptable. Especially when you consider the fact that we are actually higher than our normal starting HP right now. We took 0 damage in all of these fights, which is a fairly significant high roll. I would expect that the average amount of damage that you would take in 3 fights is somewhere between, like, 5 and 15. So to take 0 is pretty good. We are heavily incentivized to go on this path, and if this is sentries, it's pretty scary, and if it's like max HP Lagavulin, it's also pretty scary, but as long as we can retain the flex potion, I think we'll be completely fine here. Potion is only 30%, but we should use a potion if we do believe that it is going to save us health. The problem here is that there's absolutely no guarantee that this skill potion actually saves us health. If we were to do a line where we included the skill potion, it would be next turn, and we would do the Flurry, Strike, Vigilance, Flurry line this turn, deal our 24, and then next turn, let's see, okay, so we have 10 cards here that we have the possibility to draw into, right? How many hands kill? So for instance, like, we need to deal 27, so anytime we draw Eruption or Wheel Kick, we always kill, right? Yeah, Eruption or Wheel Kick is always a kill. If we draw, like, 2 strikes and a flurry of blows, I think we also always kill. Because Vigilance plus 2 strikes, no, that's 20 plus 24, okay. So we need to basically draw... Yeah, we need to basically draw Eruption or Wheel Kick next turn. So the chances of drawing Eruption or Wheel Kick next turn are... what exactly? We have 10 cards, we have 2 hits. Let's get hypergeometric here. It's certainly worth it to know the probability here. So population size is 10. We have 2 successes. We have a 4 sample size, and we only need 1 of them. Okay, so it's exactly a 66% chance. If we do not hit that 66% chance, then we are looking for the skill potion to bail us out. There are plenty of skills that could do that. Any Empty Mind, any... let's see. Empty Mind, Blasphemy, Crescendo, Judgment... Scrawl, Vault, what else is there? Spirit Shield kind of saves us because it just blocks for a lot. Sure, I can link it. There should be I should make a command for this, but yeah, this is the hypergeometric calculator that I use. So 66% of the time we get out of here taking 3 only. The other 33% of the time we are forced to use the potion. And the problem here is that the potion is not guaranteed to save us, right? So it's fairly likely that the potion saves us, but it is not guaranteed to do so. Given that the potion is not guaranteed to save us... Well, we should find out how likely it is that the potion will save us, right? Because that's the only way that we can actually do this calculation, is if we figure that out. So, watch your cards. Look for skills. Okay, so, how many skills are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, so Watcher has 34 skills. How many of those skills actually save us? Crescendo, so 1. Does Pressure Point save us? I'll count it as a hit. 2. Empty Mind, 3. Foreign influence I'll count, so that's 4. Indignation 5. Inner peace I'll count 6. Although inner peace only if it hits eruption, but we'll count it for the sake of the argument here. So 6. Wreath of Flame probably does it. We'll count that as 7. Blasphemy does it 8. Judgment does it 9. Omniscience does it 10. Scrawl does it 11. Spirit Shield kind of does it, so 12. Vault 13. So, and Wish would also probably do it, although you can't get Wish, right? So 13 out of, what did we say, 32? If we do minus Wish. So 32. Number of successes. 13. Sample size 3. Number of successes 1. 80%. So yeah, you can't get Wish. So in the case that we miss the 66%, this has an 80% chance to bail us out, basically. So in a very, very small number of cases, we get screwed over here trying to greed. And we take a lot more. Wish is out. No, Wish is out because of just the meta scaling. You can't get any meta scaling out of potions. The only exception to that is you can get Hand of Greed from Colorless Potion. But all the other cards like Lesson Learned, Wish, Feed, Alchemize, none of those, you can't get any of those from potions. Foreign influence for more calculations? No, I'm pretty sure foreign influence, like, always gets us out. So yeah, I think we can afford to greed here. And we drew the eruption, so we don't even have to worry about the potion. Okay, we get our first relic, which is garbage, unfortunately. We have the opportunity to potentially think about picking up these cards. Yeah, first relic garbage is certainly unfortunate. We are healthy now, despite having taken the golden idol, but yeah. A little bit behind the curve, to be sure. Conclude. Yeah, Conclude's not awful here, especially with potential spicy sentries coming up, and especially with 1, 2, 3, 4 advanced hallways coming up. Strawberry? More like Donut Plus. Yeah. With 4 advanced hallways coming up, the Conclude certainly sees a marked increase in its value. However, with 3 solid damage cards already in the deck and 2 defends removed, well, we'll call it 1 defend removed because technically the Devaform is, like, not really a thing. And also, like, Devaform actually just straight up plays if this is Lagavulin, which is 50% of the time. And we have the Flex Potion in case something goes truly horrendously wrong. And we're also incredibly healthy, right? We're literally at 70 HP, so even if we take, like, 10 damage in each of these 3 fights, we'll still be at 40 with 2 potions going into, like, yeah, I mean, we're just completely fine to take this route, basically, always here, which is very good. I don't really think that Empty Fist is necessary when we have a Fear No Evil in the deck. Yeah. I don't really see I don't really see... Like, Conclude is also a card that really likes to be upgraded. This 4 extra AoE is enormous when you really, really want to be playing this in Wrath in order to end fights. Like, the difference between 12 and 16 is massive. Massive. And we are only getting 1 upgrade for the entire rest of the act, which is not incredibly likely to be Conclude. I mean, at this point, Conclude would be our upgrade, but we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card rewards between now and then to get something that we would rather upgrade than Conclude, which is fairly likely, I would say. Devaform, Transform, yeah. We transformed 2 for 100 gold, and we got Devaform Wheel Kick. Yeah, basically any time that you see a card that is like a Devaform or a Wheel Kick, it's probably because we transformed into it. And to be clear, like, a lot of Watcher cards, just because a card isn't pickable, doesn't mean that we're not happy to have it in the deck. Like, Wheel Kick is still miles better than Defend. Like, so insanely strong compared to Defend. It's pretty ridiculous. So, like, you know, despite the fact that we had to take Devaform, which is, like, effectively a clumsy at this point, like, it's essentially a curse. Even a clumsy might be better than Defend. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. With the Fear No Evil now, I definitely do see this route up the left-hand side becoming much more appealing. But we're not even going to have that much money going into the shop here because we took the minus gold. So realistically, I think that, like, you know, just making sure we have free pathing in Act 2 and 3 by taking the Spicy Elite now is the best thing that we can possibly do here. Oh yeah. Wheel Kick has carried so far, for sure. Like, Wheel Kick has been huge for us. Totally. But yeah, this is just garbage. I mean, there's absolutely no reason to add any of this right now. Yeah, it's just trash. Okay, this fight is pretty decent for us. They are both guaranteed to attack next turn, but we are fairly likely to find lethal on both of them here. Especially if we draw Eruption. Okay, we did not. We target this guy because this guy makes us vulnerable. If we do not kill... Well, we're always killing this guy next turn, so the most damage we ever take here... We basically need to plan for 2 options. The option where we draw Eruption and the option where we don't draw Eruption. Because when we draw Eruption, we always win, right? Or we should always win. We can play both strikes this turn, and we should. Well, hold on. If we draw Eruption... Yeah. We should probably assume that we draw, like, Eruption, Strike, for example. So 1 strike should always go here, because that puts him on 11, and 11 is a very good number. And then... The question is where... So if we don't draw Eruption, we're never killing, right? We're just never killing. But then we're always killing the following turn. And if we draw Eruption, we're killing every time, and it doesn't really matter what else we draw. So... Yeah, the lines here actually don't matter too much. Okay, do we consider taking an inner piece here? That's a very, very interesting idea. Nine plus 24 is enough? Oh, did we just have it? We were always going to be able to enter comm. We had 12, 24. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Indignation never. Indignation is just Eruption, but worse, because it doesn't deal damage. And there's really no reason to add another Wrath Source when the deck is this small. What about this Inner Piece, though? Inner Piece is a draw card. It technically, it's also like an energy card early on. Technically works pretty well with Deva form. Wow, this is tough, actually. This is really tough. How detrimental is it potentially in, like... Well, it's probably just good in Sentries, right? And we also have... We didn't see a potion, which is pretty good. Our potion chance is now relatively high, actually. We had, what was it? 40, 30, or no, yeah, 40, 30, 20, so 30, 40. So we have 50% potion chance now. So I definitely would not mind using the skill potion here or here. How do we feel about Inner Piece? Well, okay, if we get Snecko, we feel pretty decent about Inner Piece, because it's a draw card. Well, I mean, if we get Snecko, we're just feeling really good regardless, right? Yeah, I think Inner Piece has a lot of potential. Just as a draw card, generally, I respect it a lot. So I think that it's going to help us a lot if we have to take an Energy Relic here. And it's also, like, Inner Piece is this amazing card because it works well with Energy Relics and with non-Energy Relics, right? Because with non-Energy Relics, it's an Energy card, and with Energy Relics, it's a draw card. And it works nicely with, like, it complements the Wheel Kick in terms of a draw engine, potentially, here. Yeah, I think there's a lot to like about this. And you know, this combos really well if we find, like, an Empty Mind, for example. If we find a Tantrum, we're definitely super, super into this. Yeah, I think you just click it because it's good. We do have, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 12 real cards now. But that's okay. That's okay. We're allowed to have 12 real cards. And yeah, I mean, at 70 HP and with 2 potions, I think that it's very clear that we want to take the Super Elite here. Okay, another non-relic. Definitely not off to the best start relic-wise. You definitely... Wait a minute. Do you take this? This is like a pitiful, pitiful amount of gold, right? But there is the potential for Bloody Idol Ceramic Fish. Yeah, I mean, I think you probably still take it. It's like 36 gold. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not that much gold. But if we do find the Snecko, we probably are going to be taking a lot of cards. And, well, I guess the one major consideration is the Cursed Key, right? Which is absolutely something that I could see us picking up here. Yeah, kind of down, actually, to slam the key here. Yeah. Okay, scary fight. Very scary fight. But we can kill this guy on turn 1 and block for 8. So, is it really that bad? Well, yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of block coming up. So, we're probably taking... We would be taking 5 this turn, and we'd probably be taking significantly more over the course of the fight. If we were to use a skill potion, would it be this turn? Yeah. I mean, we have 50% potion chance here, and 60% potion chance here. So yes, it's incredibly likely that we will see a potion before the elite. I think if we're going to use the skill potion, it would be, like, next turn, though. Yeah, with 8 incoming and no defense drawn, I feel like it's time. Okay, Empty Mind is reasonable. So we didn't get a potion. Does mean we have 60% potion chance here. And Flex Potion always solves this elite, so I'm not really, like, bothered, right? And then we're basically, like, 60, 70, 80%, so it's virtually guaranteed that we'll have at least one potion for this elite as well. I think Sands of Time is a bit too slow here. What's up, Guppy? How's it going? Don't feed his ego. True. No potion, no tantrum, no rushdown. Yeah. Rushdown would actually be a little sketch to take here. I mean, I would take it, but it would be a little sketch. This feels like the kind of deck that might end up being one of those, like, kind of not actually infinite, but kind of doing the infinite thing decks. But you kind of need the Tantrum for that, so if we see the Tantrum, then we can go in that direction, but without the Tantrum, yeah. We could think about Empty Fist here, but again, like, yeah, without the, yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't want to take Mediocrity. Okay, this fight should be fine for us. We start with Wheel Kick. There's not a kill here, right? Flurry, Fear, Flurry, Strike is not lethal. So it's just like Flurry, Fear, Flurry, Defend. In any case where we draw Eruption, we kill. Even if we bottom decked both strikes, we still have the Flurry. Okay, we get a Power Potion, which is quite nice. And potentially a Halt. This Halt is, like, almost good. It's really close to being good, actually. Yeah, it's genuinely super close to being good. We're gonna get a lot stronger in these last few floors. I feel relatively weak right now because we basically have no relics. And, like, we do have some pretty decent cards, but not amazing cards. We basically have no relics, which is sort of the issue here. Deceive reality not interesting? Yeah, so we're gonna get to Deceive. Deceive is actually kind of interesting here. If we do end up picking Snecko, Deceive is a pretty decent Snecko card. Deceive would be a snap pick with the Guardian. Given our current deck, that is potentially the case. Yeah, probably. So the Power Potion basically always goes here. Power Potion is really not that good for Watcher, generally speaking. But, you know, if this is like Lagavulin, we can probably use Power Potion and feel pretty good about it. Yeah, as long as we get, like, one decent card and one decent relic in these 3 fights, I think we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. Have we seen a rare card yet? If we have seen a rare card, it's one of the ones that I don't even think about looking at. Yeah, I don't think we have either, which means that it's very likely that we'll see at least one rare card in these fights. What's up, Kappa? How's it going? Yeah, Deceive and Halt are cards that we could consider picking up. But I just don't think that we actually need them right now. They're cards that we might think about in Act 2, but right now, I'm not into them. Deceive is the best defend card. If you're talking about a card that strictly gives block, I would say that Halt is better than Deceive. Mainly because Halt costs 0. So, like, Deceive blocks 16 for 2 energy, right? Halt blocks 12 for 0 energy, right? So you're getting, essentially you're getting 4 block for 2 energy. So Halt is a much better block card than Deceive. If you're talking about a strict block card, this also scales twice with Dexterity, which is pretty massive when you consider, like, Duality is a relic that exists. And also just, like, any type of Ancient Pot, or Clockwork Souvenir plus the Speed Potion. Deceive does scale twice. No, you're right. That's true. But yeah, I mean, they both scale twice. So yeah, Deceive is quite good. The problem is that we just don't actually want to take a block card right now. We want to leave the opportunity for us to be able to pick up, like, a Mental Fortress. If there's a Mental Fortress in one of these 3, I would absolutely click it here, and it's much, much, much better than either of these. So, yeah. And also, like, these are not really doing that much in this fight. Alright, so we're looking for Lagavulin here. And we get Lagavulin. And it's regen Lagavulin, which is pretty nice for us. We probably rip the Power Potion here. Because we have a 50% potion chance in this fight, and it's fairly likely that the Power Potion saves us some amount of HP. We definitely don't want another Deva form, so it's like Study versus Foresight here. And I probably like Study a little bit more. We need that card advantage, I think. They're very close, but I'll just take Study, it's fine. I don't want to play Vigilance and then Inner Peace, because we actually do want to play the Deva form here. Okay, perfect. And we're guaranteed to draw Eruption and Wheel Kick next turn. Very nice. this always happens. So he's at 53. Can we do 53 next turn? We most certainly can, right? 18 plus 24. 18 plus 16 is 34 plus 20. Yeah. No, we just have guaranteed lethal next turn. Zero damage Super Elite, yes, very nice. Singing Bowl, Scrawl is here, and that's very good. Yep, Scrawl is Scrawl, and you take it because it says Scrawl on it. Singing Bowl is not amazing, but it's passable. It's passable. I think this Scrawl upgrade is going to be pretty important for us. I think it's probably Scrawl upgrade, but we'll see. Imagine calculating, indeed. Don't know why you would ever want to do that. Yeah, I mean, this Singing Bowl is fairly likely to be, you know, throughout the course of our run, like 30 plus max HP, but it won't really end up mattering. It's just like some sustain, which I guess is okay. So this guy can deal 18 to us next turn, which is not particularly cool of him. Yeah, having one extra energy this turn would be pretty neat, let me tell you. The most damage that we can do this turn without playing Scrawl is... 8 plus 8 plus 6, so 22, which would leave him at 32, which would split. But given what's coming up next turn, I don't know as though split is necessarily what we want to do here. If we're not splitting, we definitely want to play the defend, which in that case would be Miracle, Fear No Evil. And then we're very likely to either block or split next turn. Good morning. Okay, very cringe draw order. So we either take 16 and kill one of them, or we take 12. We never flex pot here. No. The flex potion's way too good, and we have an open potion slot, so yeah, no. So 16 and kill or 12. The question is, how likely are we to... This is the super elite. Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah, I mean the hard hallways of Act 1, like the ones that are actually bad for you are legitimately worse than elites. Yeah, no, we never flex spot here. Not with an open potion slot. It's not worth it. Taking 16 is fine. I mean, okay, what are the odds that we can kill both of them next turn? Without Eruption in the draw pile, it's like pretty unlikely anyway, so... None of these? Alright, Knob is here. We have Eruption on turn 1, which is very good. The question is, are we going to Miracle Scrawl here? Eruption Wheel Kick does 39, so we do 51. That seems pretty good, honestly. Oh, wow. Yeah, this fight is super over. So we take 3 here. We go Strike Vigilance, and then next turn we get the Flurry back. Wait, no. We can go Strike Inner Piece and get the Flurry back and kill. Empty Mind. Establishment is not really doing anything for us. Empty Mind, though, is really, really good with both Fear No Evil and Inner Peace in the deck. Just having a way to exit our stance is actually incredibly powerful and to draw more cards. Yeah, Empty Mind is very good. And Entropic Brew is surely better than Colorless, although... It is a bit awkward because the Flex Potion is so good that we're probably going to want to hold on to it for a while. But Colorless is really not that great. I'd probably take, like, a random potion over the Colorless. And I think we want to upgrade the Empty Mind here. Yeah. We never rest into Slime Boss, and we never rest with the Flex Potion. We might need to use the Flex Potion in the Slime Boss if our draw order is very bad. But that's okay, if that's the case. It's either Empty Mind or Scrawl. Ceramic Fish, notably, would have already given us 27 gold. So, you know, something to consider. I would like to say that right now the deck is very, very well positioned to take either an Energy Relic or any of the non-energy relics. Because, again, we have 2 energy generators in Fear No Evil and Inner Peace, and we also have a lot of draw with Wheel Kick, Empty Mind, Scrawl, and Inner Peace. So energy plays very well here, but also non-energy does as well. Hopefully we see an energy relic or a non-energy relic. Yeah. Hopefully. And even Snecko. Even Snecko is good here. And if Snecko is good, then we're really good. Like, there's basically... I can only think of, like, if it was, like, Busted Crown, like, Calling Bell, Velvet Choker. would be like the nightmare. Is Mark of Pain good here? Well, thankfully we can't get Mark of Pain. Yeah, so basically Scrawl is better if we find a non-energy relic, and Empty Mind is better if we find an energy relic. I think Scrawl is probably better for the immediate future, although if we do get Fusion Hammer specifically, we're really going to want that Empty Mind upgraded. Ectoplasm, yeah, I mean, Ectoplasm over my dead body. I mean, I'm not going to completely say that it's bad, but... So, oh yeah, we also got a complete garbage relic, by the way. So, yeah, as far as the relics go, we are really, really behind. Basically, none of these relics do anything in any combat, which is seriously not good. Seriously not good, going into Act 2. Yeah, we saw 4 relics this act, and they all do nothing, which is basically the complete nightmare, right? It's like the absolute worst possible case, as far as relics go. But we do have very good cards, so that's certainly a positive. The one thing that I can say here is that the deck is relatively large, and Eruption is only existing once in our deck. However, Scrawl does a lot to sort of alleviate that pain. Yeah, I think it's really important that our Scrawl turns are big, especially early on in Act 2. So I'm going to upgrade the Scrawl here. Okay, Eruption early is very good. We can always use the Miracle on the Scrawl turn, so I don't feel the necessity to use it now. So if we do 30... No, this is 28, which is perfect. Brings you to 81. And then next turn we get a large split, and we have... Yeah. We keep Scrawl in the draw pile. Next turn could be very bad if we don't go into Calm here, but... Okay, 18 damage is a lot. Becoming weakened also sucks. So next turn we have guaranteed very good turn, and we just like kill everything. Alright. Typical Watcher Slime Boss, no struggle whatsoever. Deus Ex Machina could begin to be considered here, but if we get an energy relic, we're really gonna regret having it in the deck. So yeah, I think it's a pretty easy max HP from me here. These cards just don't do anything, so yeah. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. The Common Relic is here, as well as the Cage Relic. So how many real cards do we have in the deck? It's quite a few, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So in order to even begin to think about an infinite here, we need minimum 4 removals. There is good news on that front, though. The good news, of course, being that we have no shop removals and free pathing in both Act 2 and Act 3. So, yeah. 4 removals at shops are only 100, 125, 150, 175, which is, I'm sorry, 75, yeah, it's even better. 75, 100, 125, 150, which means that 75 plus 125 is 200, and then 100 plus 150 is 250, so it's 450. So we basically already have enough gold to remove 4 times at shops. We just have to go to 4 shops, which with free pathing is basically guaranteed. So yeah. We also already have like the talk to the hand version of the infinite. So any of the block solutions also work. And yeah, I mean, it's just Pyramid. Pyramid is just like Cage, but better here. Yeah, the Pyramid's just so insane. You just click the Pyramid. We have Flex Potion to deal with the elites as well. Okay, so we can go to 2 shops here. That that path goes through 2 elites, it looks like. There's no way to take more than 2 elites in the act, so we can go 2 shops, 2 elites. I certainly want to go to this shop, and then we will decide. It's just like fight, question mark, shop, and then, yeah. There is no way to go to more than 2 elites this act, right? Yeah, no, there's not. We even do get 1 upgrade. The Empty Mind still probably wants to be upgraded here. There aren't really any other super relevant upgrades. Automaton is fine. We probably already beat Automaton very comfortably. So, yeah, we are going to quite a few question marks. But yeah, I mean, this path is very solid. Do we have a kill here? We should, right? Sick. Oh, it's just a kill. Cool. These cards are garbage. Can't believe I'm actually doing this, but Deva form is just correct there. Usually only pick Pyramid always, which is usually always, which is the usual always. Yeah, pretty much. Pyramid is very strong. Oh, look, it's Mental Fortress. Any Win the Runners in the chat? Yeah, so with Mental Fortress, we basically don't even need to go infinite in order to win the run here. We can already stance swap so many times that, like, a single copy of Mental Fortress should be enough to just win us the run. No, I would not like to become cursed, thank you. I will leave your stinky relic on the ground. Okay, Bottled Flame, no good. Removal, certainly the best and probably only thing to do here. Yeah, the strikes are completely redundant at this point, so we will remove them. I say this every time about Pyramid, but the situation with Pyramid pretty much goes like this. You do not want to remove defends over strikes when you have Pyramid, because the main reason that you remove defends over strikes is so that you can always play attacks alongside Eruption. But when you have Pyramid and you're retaining your cards, you always have attacks to play alongside Eruption. So, yeah. I mean, one copy of Mental Fortress is crazy enough. And, like, you get more than that and it just starts to be, like, you know, complete overkill. Yeah, none of this is really good, especially when you consider that we're going to another shop, like, right here. Yeah. Now we have a couple of upgrades, like Mental Fortress and Empty Mind. The other upgrades don't really matter that much. And we should probably just take the elites. Again, we have Flex Potion for Slavers, so we don't really need to be worried about Slavers. And we have, like, just an insane deck for the other two. Yep. Transform 2 is Wheel Kick and Deva form. So what am I doing here? Nothing, right? Yeah, we're going to another shop, like, immediately anyway, so I don't really, like, a lot of times the idea is that if you're in a shop, and this is more so pertaining to non-Watcher characters, because Watcher usually has very specific things that she's thinking about that aren't related to this, and usually she's ahead of the curve. But the idea is that if you have a lot of gold, right, and you're at a shop, and you're not able to go to another shop very, very quickly, the idea is that you really want to try to spend your gold to get power, even if it's not the optimal thing to spend gold on. But, like, these relics completely suck, right? They basically do absolutely nothing for us. So there's no reason to buy any of the relics ever. We have full potions, so there's no reason to buy any of these potions. And none of the cards are doing anything for us. So it's like, you know, there's not really any way that we can actually spend money to make ourselves actually better here. So yeah, we just don't need any of that. Let's move on. Oh, this is actually a really interesting choice, because the sustain here is virtually irrelevant. So I might actually just take the max HP anyway, because of how little the sustain matters. We're not really going to be taking damage in almost any fight. So, like, why would we, you know, why do we need sustain? Like, I probably am just going to take the max HP here. We're also very healthy. And the gold actually does matter, right? Because we want to buy, like, stuff in shops. I think this is the rare sacrifice when you have Golden Idol. Take the curse. Ah, yes, of course. Take the curse. That makes a ton of sense. Why? Yes, of course. Just yes, we're gonna grab the curse. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly concerned about the gold. Like, this is about... It's not really about the max HP. I don't really care about the max HP. It's mostly about the gold. I don't know. Maybe it's stupid to take the damage. Like, the gold probably won't matter. And assuming that we, like, ultra low roll... Well, if we ultra low roll, we can just rest, right? Yeah, screw it. Let's go. Yeah, screw it. We can play Deva for him. It's fine. Okay. Meat on the bone, man. Why would I ever need sustain? Yeah, so if we take Empty Mind, we actually do technically have an infinite in the deck. Because Fear No Evil double Empty Mind is an infinite. However, if we take Empty Mind, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 real cards, which means we would need 4 more removals in order to actually execute that infinite. I did not know. I don't even know what that is. I'm not a not an anime. I would assume that has something to do with anime. I sound like such a boomer, but I'm not an anime enthusiast. Empty Mind is like reasonable. We could consider taking it. I mean, if we can go to 2 shops next act... Like, okay, let's say we can remove it this shop. We go to 2 shops next act, and we remove it both of those. Or there's just Mental Fortress, which... Like... The problem with Mental Fortress is that it can brick our early turns, but we don't really care about bricking early turns. Like, by the time we get to the Heart, we'll have solutions for... Like, the Heart and the Elites will have solutions for bricking turns, and we also have, like, 1,000,000 max HP, so we don't even care about bricking early turns. Like, we could just take Mental Fortress here and just, like, win every time, even if we don't find... Even if we don't, yeah, I'm just gonna take Mental. Like, we don't, like, this technically gives us an infinite, but, I mean, this is just, like, the winning card, you know? Just, like, we always win if we take it, pretty much. Maybe that's stupid. How do we deal damage? I mean, we just deal a ton of passive damage anyway, right? Yeah. Hold on. I gotta figure out what this is. Ayaya intensifies. Oh god, what's gonna happen if I click on this? Oh my god. One of the top links is this guy who watched the thing for 10 hours. Dear lord. Alright, I'll look at that at some point. Not now. This is a bad timeline. Yeah, I mean, the whole point is that, like, both of these probably win. What about Nemesis? What if we're forced into Nemesis and he hacks us? I'd probably prefer Mental in that case. I mean, we have, like, a lot of insurance against Nemesis hacking us. I'm just gonna take the Mental. Oh no, we're taking damage. No, not that. Anything but that. Yeah, we do not need Meditate. Meditate is not a great pyramid card when we already have these. These are basically like better Meditate when we have Pyramid. And Bottled Miracle, probably not better than a random potion. We could drink the Entropic now. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know. Yeah, Colorless is probably better. Oh, there's a Tantrum. Clockwork Souvenir could give us permanent strength. That's pretty neat. Definitely remove here is probably the best thing. The removes will continue to just be better and better and better and better. I'm wondering if we want to remove, like, Wheel Kick over Strike for P-Box, but probably not. Thanks for that follow, friend. Do appreciate it. Don't do it, anime gives cancer. Spirit Shield, I've heard, is very good with Pyramid. Yeah, we probably just don't even need Souvenir. The max HP will carry us through the heart, and yeah, Tantrum just doesn't make any sense here either, really. It's like cute and everything, but we just don't need it. It's not even close to being necessary. We just want to upgrade, like, one Mental Fortress and, like, the Empty Mind, maybe. Something like that. I mean, honestly, the Empty Mind upgrade doesn't even matter that much. Like, it matters, but I don't know. Like, at least one Mental Fortress needs to be upgraded, and probably both. And then we just, like, super, super, super win. Yeah, this is all crap. Crapala. Big garbage, as they say. I have to, like, I don't know. I'm obsessive about just, like, making sure that, okay, garbage, 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 garbage. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And this thing just won't matter. Yeah, cool. Okay, good talk. Ah, Matryoshka. Cool. Ah, another shop. Actually cool. Ah, the Rushdown card. What do we think? Do we want to take the Rushdown card? Thoughts on acquiring the Rushdown card? It does cost money, notably. Okay, so how many? Oh, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in order to do the Rushdown Infinite, we need 3 removals. We have 125, 150, 175, so we need to spend 450 gold on removals here. Assuming we don't get any. It's good. It's just good. I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. Favorite show? Scrubs. It's not really close. Actually, with Inner Peace and Empty Mind, we can infinite with 11 cards. Or with Fear No Evil and Inner Peace, we can infinite with 11 cards. Yeah, let's just go to the elite. Right. Lots of upgrades here, actually. Actually, a lot of upgrades. That wasn't, well, it wasn't much of a question. You just asked me what my favorite show was. But yeah, Scrubs is, it's like, I've watched a lot of shows. I'm actually currently watching through Brooklyn Nine-Nine right now, and I like it. It's fun. It's good. I've watched a lot of shows. Let's see, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Friends, Scrubs, a lot of different, like, reality shows. Let's see. I know I've watched other stuff. Oh yeah, Peaky Blinders. That's a great show. The last season was so bland. Well, I haven't gotten to the last season yet, so no spoilers. Don't watch the last season of Scrubs either. That doesn't exist. I've actually never watched the last season of Scrubs, and I don't intend to. With the Rushdown, the Mental Fortress upgrades are not really that important. I'd probably upgrade, like, the Empty Mind now, actually, or the Rushdown, just to make that cheaper. The Scrubs podcast? I have not, no. They had to make political stands. I mean, if you think about, like, the time period in which Brooklyn Nine-Nine came out, I don't, like, particularly mind a show that's, like, good and popular making, you know, political... Well, I mean, it's not even really political statements. It's more like human rights statements. I mean, they are... It is, like, it does feel a little bit forced, but at the same time, it's, like, very culturally, like, important, right, to have that kind of messaging be out there. But I generally speaking don't like to get political on the stream, so I'm gonna have to cut that conversation short. Yeah, almost all media has political significance. It's true. It's true. You see, the Watcher has red-blue infinites, which is clearly a reference to the American two-party system and how everybody should actually work together in order to make make a winning combination. I don't know what I'm upgrading here. Probably just like this garbage. The Stabby Book. The Book of the Stabbening. Right, taking 1 wound is fine here. That's what I said last time, though, and then we got, like, hecked. Don't heck me, book. But we didn't actually have, like, a block solution at that point, so it's a little bit different. Oh yeah, we are actually just infinite now. With the combination of the Empty Mind and the... yeah. So we actually only need 2 more removals in order to be able to go... well, actually, wait, no. We only need 1 more removal? Oh my god. Is this character OP? Do you have a verdict on that one yet? Oh my god, it's Rushdown Plus. Why? Why did I buy the stupid Rushdown Minus when I'm just gonna get offered Rushdown Plus? I spent 88 gold for, like, a worse Rushdown. Why? Yeah, Scrubs is so good. I mean, it's just, oh, it's so beautiful. Like, and like, the thing that I really like about Scrubs is that, every season has this own, like, unique part to it. It really feels like the show evolved over time, but in just a really good way. Like, the early seasons are kind of this, like, quirky, weird thing where not only are the characters figuring themselves out, but it really feels like the show is figuring itself out, figuring out, like, what it wants to be and, like, how everybody wants to interact. Like, the writers were clearly still, you know, experimenting and stuff, but it's just, like, really beautiful how that came together. And then, like, the later seasons when they start to, like, really hit their stride, they never felt like they ran out of material, and the fact that they don't, like, pull any punches is the thing that I really like most about it. There's this one scene, maybe we can watch it on stream together. I don't know, like, how that works with, I don't know, like, copyright and whatnot, but, like, God, the one scene where there's, like, this older gentleman who, like, doesn't have any family with him, so Turk and JD, like, sit there and they, like, have a beer with him as he's basically dying, and, like, it's just super emotional, and, like, the show doesn't hold back, right? Like, the one episode, like, there's one episode in the first season, right, where the whole time they're talking about, like, Turk has a patient, JD has a patient, and Elliot has a patient, and the whole time they're talking about how 1 in 3 people who are admitted to the hospital will die, right? So you're thinking the whole time, you're thinking, like, okay, 1 of the 3 of their patients is gonna die, right? And then at the end of the episode, all of their patients die. And at that point, you sit back, and this is the first season of this show, and you sit back and you go, oh shit, this is real. Like, they're not, you know, they're really going for it, you know? And that, to me, is, like, one of the things that just makes that show so great. Is it on Amazon Prime? Then you could do a watch party? Watch Friends from start to finish, then Scrubs from start to finish, then Friends again? That's awesome. Skill probably better than Colorless. Uh-oh. This gentleman is gonna try to mess up my deck. He's not doing a very good job, though, because guess what? I have Deva form, you nerd. I'm gonna have to get these mental fortresses in play at some point here. I think I just have to bite the bullet. Oh, Snecko, your costs. Your costs are too good, my sir. Let's actually do this. And, like, this, I guess? Maybe there was lethal there and I missed it like an idiot. Who cares? Boom. Easy. Weak spot. Halt. No. Oh, wait. We have... Oh, my God. It's another rush now. We have Prayer Wheel and Singing Bowl? That's so OP. Do a janitor line? Yeah, I've watched a lot of the, like, behind-the-scenes extras from that show, and there's so many good nuggets in there. OP-ness, yep. The OP-ness is here. Weak potion versus skill potion? Probably skill. Being able to play this for free is pretty important. Clicking on the Pyramid Relic, generally considered to be quite strong. Although I think if we had clicked Cage, we would also have been completely fine here. And honestly, like, any energy relic, like we were saying, any energy, like, we were just in such a good spot. We saw very good cards this run. Garbage. Explosive Pot sucks. Corn Chip or Holy Water? I guess Nemesis considerations. Falling considerations? I mean, yeah, falling, I don't know. I'm not even gonna think about falling. I mean, we don't really ever have trouble actually getting our stuff in play, right? So the Holy Water kind of sucks. Like, we could just take Corn Chip to make the Flex Pot super good against Nemesis. Whenever the streams become infinite, it kind of loses the excitement. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. I don't disagree at all. But I ultimately, like, I'm not sitting here trying to... oh, all three shops are on the same path. Interesting. We have no problem with Nemesis, and we're only facing it maximum one time, so kind of cool to do this. I'm not really, like, trying to necessarily make the stream, like, as entertaining as it possibly could be. Like, I obviously, you know, think it's better when people enjoy the stream, but I'm not sitting here going like, oh, I must, like, pander to the audience, you know? Like, to me, the most important thing is winning the run, and I'm gonna play however I feel like is going to give me the greatest chance to do that. And I hope you guys understand that. Garbage. Garbage. The thinking is what... Yeah. That's true. That's true. And certainly we get to the point where we start thinking a bit less, right? Because the run is just so OP that it's, like, very obvious what's happening. Which is just easy win. Uh-oh, spikers. Spiker alert, spiker alert. Oh, and very angry enemies. At least we have meat on the bone. I guess we'll just go to shops, it's fine. Ah, Frozen Eye, yes. We do need to get at least one more removal here. Optimistic assumption, yes. Yeah, garbage. Garbage. It's all garbage. It's all trash. Everything here sucks. That's just how it is. Okay. Yeah, no. Nothing. It's all not good. Okay, we move on. Next removal is 175. Yeah. Uh-oh, the transient. I'm wondering if I've been, like, high rolling or low rolling on these runs sometimes. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, there's always, like, I feel like every time you look at a run, you can point to parts of the run that were obvious high rolls, and you can point to parts of the run that were obvious low rolls. And the point is that, like, if you're winning very consistently, it means that you are, you know, just mitigating the low rolls. Like this run, look at our Act 1 relics. Like, complete garbage, right? But, like, we were still, despite the fact that our Act 1 relics were complete garbage, we were still able to kill 3 elites in Act 1 and, like, have a very strong Act 2 where we killed the maximum elites. Yeah, it's really hard to tell with Watcher, it's true. Smoke bomb? Well, I don't know. I don't even know, man. Yeah, trash. Omni, huh? Oh, we get Omni Wheel Kick, actually. Oh, right, we have Sacred Bark. That's very funny. I don't even know why I used the potion there. Like, it's probably better to save that potion for the Act 4 elites or something, but... like, whatever. You just forget that you have it. Yep. Yep, that's pretty accurate. Shuriken. Ah, Gremlin Horn, yes. Let's just recall now. No, I don't want to lose all my gold for your stinky relic. Pendib will slightly speed things up, I suppose. Oh, look, we have exactly 175 gold. Isn't that convenient? Why, yes, it is convenient, sir. We continue to remove. That stinky defend card out of my sight. Uh-oh. These gentlemen can do 51 on turn 1. Well, it's not exactly 51, but, it's not exactly a picnic either. Ow. Ow. Good thing we have meat on the bone, huh? Yeah, we have, like, meat on the bone and... Snecko oil? No. Nemesis. Uh-oh, burns on turn 1. Luckily we drew Scrawl. Okay, so this is the situation where we brick. And... Want to use this now? And I guess we should have used it a long time ago if we were going to use it now. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. At this point, I am slightly becoming concerned about bricking in the heart fight and the elite fight. We do have, like, quite a bit of setup that we have to get done here. I mean, any situation where we draw Scrawl on turn 1, we win, right? But... hopefully we'll find, like, a potion that helps us out. It's like, if we draw really poorly in the heart fight and the elite fight, this could still be a bit scary. Skill potion is probably enough. We don't take this garbage, and yeah, we're super thick, right? Like, 46 max HP Singing Bowl, you know. So technically this can't be Nemesis, so it's probably just, like, better than the hallway. Although, this is technically more max HP. Whatever. Let's do the elite. What could possibly go wrong? Oh my god. This is OP. Gremlin Horn, you shouldn't have. Well, the heart doesn't attack us on turn 1, so, like, even if we get statused, we should be able to block, like, quite a bit. Shouldn't be, like, that big of a deal. And Distilled Chaos definitely has us covered now. Alright. We could rest, but, like, who cares? Guess we'll upgrade, like, one of these. It's probably the only thing that has, like, any potential to matter. So technically we have the infinite this turn, it's just that it's, like, takes a while and it's annoying, so let's just wait, like, one turn. Spare the birds. Be ethical. We shouldn't have picked up Duality because the Duality animation makes this longer. The awakened one dies. And the birds live. Is there a card that you would want to pick up here other than Scrawl? Vault. But other than Scrawl and Vault, no. No, there is not. Yeah, no. MTH. No, we don't need Purity. Because, okay, these are all the non-exhausting cards in our deck. There are 8 of them, which means that when the heart adds 2 permanent statuses to our deck... goodbye. When the heart adds 2 permanent statuses to our deck, we don't care. Oh my, that's very rude. That is exceptionally rude, my sir. Okay. I would greatly appreciate it if you would stop that. Right, we have to actually block here. We're not going to be able to kill next turn, but we just have to block in here, so... Can we kill this turn? Hold on. I'm too lazy. Yeah, we can't do the Fear No Evil loop. That's the thing. Fear No Evil only works if the enemy is attacking you. Alright, Snail defeated. I will definitely rest for 17 over any of the upgrades in the deck. Liquid Memories might be better than Skill Potion. Nah, whatever. Let's just move on. Move on. Scrawl in the opening hand, one time. But we're not getting garbaged, so that's cool. That's close to Scrawl in the opening hand, I suppose. Gonna break my personal best Singing Bowl max HP. That's interesting. She says my hand is full when Gremlin Horn tries to draw a card, but there are no cards for Gremlin Horn to draw, so... like, not really super relevant there. Oh look, it's Kunai, because we needed Kunai for our endgame scaling here. Alright, 50 HP from the Singing Bowl. Pog. Peak entertainment, indeed. 99 decks? Why stop at 99? Why not go for 999? One thing that I find that's fascinating is how few ways there actually are to gain dexterity. Like, there are very, very few cards that actually allow you to gain dexterity. Like, there's fasting, footwork, and reprogram. Those are the only cards that allow you to gain dexterity. Then there's 2 dexterity relics, that being... actually, no, 3. There's Kunai, Oddly Smooth Stone, and Duality. And then there's... wait, why am I still going here? There's Kunai, Oddly Smooth Stone, and Duality. And then... there are the 2 potions, Dexterity Potion and Speed Potion. And other than that, Oh, yeah. We can technically go to negative 999 dex. That's actually true. Because, the negative dexterity isn't capped, yeah? Alright, well, GG.